Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm gonna show you how to install ezXSS framework into your server. So ezXSS framework is a framework for hackers to catch blind XSSs, and basically what it does is it gives you payloads that you can of course change, but the payloads have your domain in it, and when you fire them to some random websites and some like support team, member of support team, or for example admin hits your blind XSS payload, you will get a callback to your server. That callback will include stuff like the screenshot from the website which your payload was fired on, URLs, and different stuff like that, different things like that, cookies if there are any, and then for example local storage. This is all of the things that will be captured on your server. It's a lot, and I believe that it is one of the best XSS frameworks out there because it's being updated really frequently. And I like this framework because you can set up alerts to, for example, Mail, Telegram, Slack, or Discord. Me myself, I use Discord, and it basically just sends you an alert on Discord, for example, with screenshots and stuff like that, so you can just easily access your all of the information about your target from Discord, and then you can just report your finding to the bug bounty team, or if you're doing pen tests, it's useful as well. So I'm just gonna show you how to set it up, and let's jump into the video. So the first thing that we are gonna have to do is git clone this repository. So git clone ezXSS like that, and then we will cd into ezXSS. We have some files here, and the first thing that we will have to set up is our config file, which is going to be .env, and we have .env.example here, so we can just copy .env.example into .env, and I'm just gonna open it in Vim. The first thing that we're gonna have to change is the database password, and for the database password you want to use something secure so you don't get hacked. I'm just gonna use please subscribe with exclamation point just for the video. Now moving on, I also like enabling this HTTP mode, and I like putting it to true because some websites do not like using only HTTPS, and some websites will only use HTTP. So I suggest turning HTTP mode to true so it works on all cases. The next thing that we will have to change is the domain, and for this video I'm not gonna use a domain, I'm just gonna use my localhost. So I'm just gonna put google.com in the domain, and that's it for you that you have to change. I will change one more thing. You don't have to change it because you will want your website, you will want ezXSS to automatically set up SSL certificate from your domain, and you don't have to change it. I'm just gonna change it to false because because I don't have this domain, it's not going to work for me. But you have to leave it as true because it is going to automatically set up all of this SSL certificates, and it's going to set up automatically the Docker server, so it's going to be really easy with it turned to true. Don't forget to change the domain to your domain that you actually own. If you don't own a domain, I will give you some recommendations of on what domains to buy. I like using .uk domains or .dev domains because UK is a really short 2-letter domain, and .dev is also good because it is trusted. Though you can use any domain, but I like using these two because they are trusted by a lot of websites and you will not get blocked or something like that. I also recommend to buy some short domain, for example, just any 3 letters. So for example, dhg.uk, this is just a random example. I suggest buying 3 letters because 2 letters are really expensive, and 3 letters tend to be really cheap compared to 2 letters. And 4 is just not worth it because you are doing XSS. Though it is not really a big difference, but for some targets, for some cases, you will want a really short domain. I'm just gonna use, just for this example, 0dgm.uk, for example. So let's use this domain. I don't actually own this domain, so it is not going to install the certificate because I have set it up as false. That's it about the domains. I'm just gonna save and quit the configuration file. To launch the ezXSS framework with Docker, you just have to do sudo docker compose up -d. For some installations of Docker space compose will not work because your Docker compose will be an older version, as it is for me. If it works for you, then it's great, then just wait for it to install. If it doesn't work for you, you just have to remove the space and do docker-compose up -d, and then your Docker is going to automatically start and download everything here. We can see that it has successfully started for me, and if we want to check, we can do ss-lntp to list all of the listening ports, and we can see that we have these two ports open, port 80 and port 443 for HTTPS and HTTP. And to access your Blind ezXSS framework, you just have to go to your website, your domain/manage. So for me, it will be localhost/manage. And then we will see this /manage/install, and we will have to choose our username and our password. I'm just gonna use 0dgm for this video, and I'm gonna generate a random password. Oops, I closed it. So localhost and 0dgm, like that. And then the password is going to be just a random password, and I'm gonna click on install. And then in just a few seconds, you're going to be redirected to this dashboard. This dashboard is going to show you every single report that has been sent to your server. So you can see all of the reports, last report, and some statistics here. If you go to settings here, let's start with settings. You can change some of the things about your payload. You can set up a kill switch. But the thing that I like setting up on the server is this global alerts. So I like using Discord because I use Discord a lot, and you can just set up alerts that when your XSS payload is being hit, it is going to send an alert to your Discord webhook, or for example Slack or Telegram channel, whatever works for you. It is a really good feature of this framework, and I like it a lot. So for Discord, you will just have to select Discord. I also suggest enabling global Discord alerts, so we will get every single alert from both the main dashboard and the admin dashboard. And then we will just put in the webhook URL here. So just copy your webhook URL from Discord and paste it here, and then click on save. I'm not going to set up everything here. Just to show you, I just showed you how to do that. The next thing that we will do is go to our payloads. Payloads are all of your settings for your payload of XSS. And you can see everything here. We are collecting all of these things, so URL, IP, referrer, user agent, cookies, stuff like that. I also like enabling screenshots because I like seeing how the page looks of my target, and then I will click on save. I suggest not putting the method to persistent mode. Basically what persistent mode does is you can modify your JavaScript payload later, and once a victim opens your page again, you will just be able to execute JavaScript on their website. I like leaving it on classic callback because some bug bounty programs or some website policies just don't allow persistent mode. So let's just leave it as classic callback and click on save. Your payload is going to be stored on your domain like that. If I go to localhost, we can see that we have this JavaScript payload. It's pretty large, but there are payloads here that you can use. You can, of course, and I suggest to create your own payload so it is not being detected, for example, by WAF, or you bypass more. I'm not gonna talk about obfuscating and encrypting your payload and escaping a lot of the tags because it is just a video for this framework. To test out your Blind XSS framework, you can just use this tester here. So I'm gonna open admin dashboard just to show you that we don't have any reports here. If I go back to my settings page, actually let's go just to payloads page here, and then I'm going to click on this tester. We can see that this tester ezXSS payload tester opened, and we can see some information here. If we go to admin dashboard here, we can now see that we have one report, and that report came from localhost. And then we can see that the most common cookies are cookie tester, and we can see that the last report was 10 seconds ago, and we have some statistics here. To see all of your reports, you can go under reports and click on all reports, and we can see that we have this report from our localhost. Our IP address is 172.24.0.1. We can see that our browser is Linux with Chrome. We can see our payload, time, and then stuff like that. If we click on view here, we can see all of the information such as the URL, referrer, cookies, local storage, and everything else. You can also click on render HTML DOM to render the page which had your payload launched from, and we can see that it is basically the same as the one that we saw on the tester page on our payloads. So that's how we look at our Blind XSS reports, and now we can just report to our bug bounty program or to pen testing report, because we have everything here. The last thing that I want to talk about is that if you go to your settings, we do remember, if you go actually to our payloads, we do remember that we have the screenshot ticked on. I don't actually remember where the screenshot is on our folder here. Maybe I will just grep for here -name star.png, for example. Let's see. Invalid max count. Find, and we can see only permission denied, sudo find, maybe .jpeg, I'm not sure. It is being saved somewhere, but I'm actually not sure where. But if you set up the callback to your Discord or Telegram, you will see the screenshot on the Discord or Telegram or Slack or email. So that's basically everything that I wanted to talk about in this framework. It is really good. I use it a lot of the time on my testing, and it never disappointed me. I like it a lot. And you can also see all of the updates here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.